Televisa presenta.
Hello teacher, my name is Hugo Arredondo Ramírez and I'm studying the career of metal mechanic in the University of Utsue in Valle de Santiago, Guanajuato. Today I'm going to talk about three things that I think interesting about the biculturalism. First of all, the biculturalism in sociology involves two distinct originally cultures in some form of coexistence. A policy recognizing or fostering or encouraging biculturalism typically emerge in countries that have emerged from a history of national or ethnic conflicts in which neither side has gained complete victory. The first thing that I think interesting is that this condition usually arises as a consequence of the settlement by colonists. Resulting conflicts may take place either between colonizers and indigenous people and or between the rival groups of colonizers. A deliberate policy of biculturalism influence the structures and decisions of governments to ensure that they allocate the political and economic power and influence equitably between people and groups identified with the opposite sides of the cultural divide. Some examples include the conflicts between Anglophone and Francophone Canadians. Also between Maori and Pakeha New Zealanders and Anglophone White South Africans and Boers. The term biculturalism was originally adopted by the Canadian context, most notably by the Royal Commission on Bilingualism and the Biculturalism, which recommend that Canadians officially become bilingual, because the word biculturalism suggests more or less explicitly that only two cultures merit formal recognition. Advocates of multiculturalism may regard bicultural outlooks as inadequately progressive in comparison. This was the case of Canada, where Ukrainian Canadians activists such as Yaroslav and Yusik and other third force successfully pressured the Canadian government to adopt multiculturalism as official policy in 1971. This was a great step from Canada. One thing that I find very important and interesting about this topic is how bicultural people learn and practice both traditions of their different cultures, and that is something that I find very difficult to do. Having to think about the cultures they have and how respectfully doing them both is something to admire. Also, that they have to learn perfect the language of the two cultures is something impressive. A well-known example are the Chicanos, who have a Mexican descent but born in the United States, having to speak the two languages from the two cultures and their traditions. And an example a little less known is for some people from Mexico who speak the language of our ancestors, such as Nahuatl, and at the same time Spanish. It's something very difficult. Well, this will be everything on my part. I hope it has been of good understanding for you. And thank you for having given us this class of English, teacher. See you later.